All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
No, check, Patriot!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch him now, Barney!
Looking to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
A 1st carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers. as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Jones now to throw on 2nd down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jones. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He tried to heave it from his own end zone, and the danger, it reared its ugly head.
We have seen those plays work out successfully before. You take the shot, try and gain some yardage. Sometimes you fool them. Not in this case, though. Tried to get it deep downfield. Gets it picked off.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Hut.
Now Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Here we go now. Green 39, green 39. Leopard. Detroit, Detroit. Gone.
Jones operating from the gun. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marginal of yardage against them.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Derwin James with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the gun, Jones. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off right around the 43. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Back to that Philly. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. Fighting him off. Now he'll escape to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Here's Jones to throw again. Forced out to his left. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot!
To throw on 2nd down, Jones. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gone! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone! 56, check 56.
Jones on 1st down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set! 319! 319!
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Check nickel. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Josh Lambo now for the point after. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set. 319. 319. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
A handoff to Fournette. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A handoff, Fournette running left. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a 1st down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake. Jones. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team, That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here's Jones on third down. Now he'll come down underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Well, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go!
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and goal.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Jones now throwing on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The pitch to Fournette. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Throwing, Jones. He sets to fire deep. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Throwing again. Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Set, 319. 319. Leopard, leopard. Gone, 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 gone.
Now Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jones operating from the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 21-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he is going to get this one back to the 20. Yard line. And now out come the Jags. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it is 28-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Given up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Looking long for Westbrook. This is caught inside the 15. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Back now in Jacksonville. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Flex right!
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
Again, it's Yeldon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Over the middle here to Brown. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards at the midway point. It's a first down.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
He's going deep for Brown. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Room to run past midfield. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go. Man 38. Man 38. Come on. Ohio.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Boom,
and they'll run it here. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
3:19. 3:19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate.